Alright, what's up everyone? Guess what? It's your boy Justin. That's right, I'm back with another video. This one, hold on, let me get this. I just got a message from someone. Okay, it's out of the way. Sorry about that. This one's about my adventures of 11th grade. Some good times. Only it was roughly kind of boring times for me. I dressed kind of casually, just like this, and then I would usually wear this watch, which I think I got my 11th grade year, and I wore it a lot that year. And but it was kind of boring because a good friend of mine, old Willie, decided he was going to stop going to Brookwood. But I did have Logan and another message. Let me clear it. I did have my boy Logan, and we goofed around a lot. And basically, this was it. I had a pair of, I know you're going to think this is silly, but orange Converse. In fact, I wore those for 2 years. I did my 11th grade year and my 10th grade year. I remember they were kind of goofy, but yeah, I would do that with this. Or just some other button-up. I always wore button-ups my 11th grade year. And this here watch. And I might have thrown my casual black leather jacket over it. Sometimes. But, anyways. It was usually like this, and really the only pair of shoes that I wore through all of 11th grade, and I think most of 10th grade, was my orange Converse. Which, I think I just saw them at a store one day, and I was like, yeah, I think I want those. I don't know what I was thinking. But I wore them, and they got tore up bad. There's a video somewhere in my channel. I think it's my Jurassic Park video, okay? If you find that, I am in the ROTC building my 11th grade year with my pal Logan Wester. And I was wearing those clown shoes that I always wore. Anyways, so about some fun facts. I came out of one of my classes. Well, okay, so there was one class I was mainly worried about, and that was geometry. And I still got my geometry book, so I'll be right back. Let me grab that. Okay, this is my 11th grade. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah. I had Miss Hyde. And I still got my old geometry work in here, too. Pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like I knew what I was doing, but I wasn't that great. And one thing about geometry, that class, I never really focused or paid much attention. I drew in my book a lot, just random crap. Like, you can see here what's even going on. But I believe it or not, I did not fail. I did not fail 11th grade. I passed geometry. Just barely. I think that was it for math all my years in high school, and I was good at it in middle school. Because it was easier, you know. In fact, math, it's kind of an interesting story. Math was my highest grade in middle school, I think, but it changed only because I was in like some kind of small group environment in middle school, and it made it easier to focus. So when I just got in kind of that bigger environment, I don't know, I couldn't focus as easily, and I just kind of drew more. And the teacher wasn't as one-on-one with you. But my grade in 11th grade math, geometry wasn't that great. But there's an upside to my old 11th grade year, and that is my environmental science class. It was Miss Reynolds. I came out of that with I think it was like a 112 or something. And the way I did that is every test, every assignment, everything I took I scored a 100 on it. But then I also got bonus credit because I would do things for bonus. and so it just totaled out over 100 as my final grade. It was like 112. It looked good on my GPA considering the fact I had all that math, to bring down my GPA essentially. But I do have this cool relic, and I'll show it to you here. Okay. So this is my environmental science. Well, hold on. It's my project. Are you kidding me? My pair of McDonald's pants are stuck to them. I don't wear these anymore is why. Because I don't work at McDonald's anymore. Dude. Okay, so there's a lot of tape on this project, and it's stuck to my freaking McDonald's pants. I'm about to cut it. About to. Stupid Mickey D's pants. About to cut the tape. Or cut the freaking pants. Wait a minute, I got it. Hold on. Okay. Okay, and then there's freaking shells and a fushigi ball in here too. Let me pause and clean this thing out, and then I'll show you the project. Okay, it's all cleaned out and good. Okay, so I remember my teacher saying in my environmental science class that she wanted something creative, and the assignment was to take recyclable goods and to make something useful out of them. So I thought, okay. And this project came second place over all the classes, and I think there was there's another one that one that beat me was like I don't remember. It was like a big tire. So it was something to do with a big tire, but it was a pretty big deal. Anyways, second place overall, and here's my project. And what it is that I made was a sink. Alright. The water goes in here. Fills up this bottle. I fill this bottle up with water. And then whenever I want water to come out, I unscrew this and water came out into here. Here, let me just... Alright. Can you see it good? Water went into there, filled up this bottle, and this is just half a bottle attached. Lots of tape to keep it from leaking, and it would come out that way. And I was thinking, isn't a sink useful? So, yeah, I got a 100 for it. But it's basically just a little homemade sink out of recyclable goods. And I think it was pretty original, but that was the class I came out of with a 112. Because I was good at... I never really took notes. I literally memorized everything. But, yeah. So... Good times. Anyways. I think another thing I did... my 11th grade year a little bit, and I did my 10th grade year too, was I always had this pair of sunglasses, which I don't know where they are. I can look for them and I can't find them. Oh crap, but I always wore them. I didn't wear them usually inside because that wasn't allowed. Just watch my Justin Does videos, okay, the old ones where I had the cowboy hat. I was wearing the sunglasses with the silver. That was them, though I don't know where they are. These aren't them, but they looked kind of like these ones. These ones look a lot like them. Very similar. I wore these, well not these, but I wore sunglasses similar to these, 11th to 10th grade. And when I didn't, a lot of people when they're not wearing their shades, they just put them right here. Like that. But I didn't for some reason. I did mine differently, which wasn't too smart. I don't know. But basically I did this. They were hanging from my pants, basically, like the pocket. Okay. There was one way I would dress commonly 11th grade, which was a bit extreme, I guess, some people thought. But it was kind of the 50s retro look. So... I don't have the shoes I would wear with those, because if I wasn't wearing my orange Converse, I was wearing these big military boots. I think they were trashed, because they had, I actually stepped on a nail in them, and they saved my foot, but it ruined the shoe. So, good thing I was wearing those, by the way, that day that I happened to step on a loose nail outside. Yeah, good thing. Anyways, I'll show you kind of an example. I'm gonna go run to my porch. I'll look for the boots. I don't think they are even there anymore. If I don't come back with boots, it's because they're trashed. I'm pretty sure they were trashed. But I'll still show you what I did my 11th grade year. Let me go do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I went to the porch and looked around, and I could not find the boots. I'm pretty sure they were trashed. But anyway, what they were combat boots. If you just look up black combat boots on the internet, you can find a picture. That's what I wore. They were just these big black boots that laced up to the top. And it was pretty cool. But anyways, here's basically what I look like. Okay, I wore this jacket. This jacket I wore all throughout high school. Because I just had this jacket for a long time, and it's kind of simple to throw on and make just about anything look good. For instance, this white tee. Okay. I think, yeah, I had it tucked in. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I don't remember if I had a belt, but it's safe to assume I did. I didn't have very many belts at the time. But it really would have been like this, right here. And then I would have had the shades coming down right here. Then my gold watch, which I stopped wearing my senior year, but I wore a lot in 11th grade. Then I'd have combat boots on my feet rather than my orange Converse I used to own. Sadly, those relics are gone. My 11th grade footwear, which were orange Converse and big combat boots, which looked awesome, to be honest. They were basic combat boots, but they were just really cool, the way they laced up all the way to the top. But yeah, I did like this. I did this, you know, the white tee, the jacket. I cuffed my pants, basically meaning, I have to lift. Okay. See how it's cuffed? Right there, cuffed. I did that senior year too. I think mainly for my striped jacket, which I didn't own at the time. 11th grade, so I just wore this. But most of the time, I believe I wore just a button up with my gold watch, which I wore all, you know, through 11th grade. So it was a good year. Like all years, I barely passed math, but I did somehow. And it was really interesting, to be honest. My last year with old log, Logan Wester, because, you know, he moved my senior year, so he wasn't there. But yeah, it was a fun year. It was mostly fun. I remember also I was reading a book that I just loved, and it was one of the only books that I actually read from the start to the finish. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab it real fast. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, so after intense searching, look what I found. October Sky. I read this book in 11th grade, and it just made my year a whole lot better. For some reason, I liked it. It was a really good book. If you've ever seen the movie Rocket Boys, I believe, that's what it was based off of this book, October Sky. So, good book. I remember reading this in 11th grade, and it was a good year. The only problem really is I was broken out acne-wise, but it was, you know. Anyways, yeah, and I wasn't really that bad senior year, but anyways, yeah, you know, just kind of giving you an idea of how my 11th grade was. It was my first year in the new high school because they built a new one that year. It was pretty cool. So, anyways, we're already like 15 minutes in, so peace out, playa.